from the bathroom of my hotel. I just wanted to give you a tattoo update. So, that's what it looks like. The fit, you ask? Let's see. See if this is better over here. So I'm wearing just a black t-shirt and these velvet jumpsuit and this belt. And then some New Balances. I have a show. I'm gonna see Lion King tonight on Broadway. I've always wanted to see that show since I was like a child, so I'm letting myself go. So, not letting myself go, like, I'm letting myself go see Lion King on Broadway. And that'll be awesome. I'm so excited. I'm going to Central Park right now. I feel like I need to start my day in Central Park. And I am starting a bit later today. I'm starting a bit later today because I stayed up so late last night. I stayed up till like 3 a.m., which is only like 12 a.m. West Coast time. But I'm not on the West Coast, so I was up till 3 a.m. last night. So I just let myself sleep like a little extra hour today. It's like 10:15. I like really need to go. Okay, gotta go buy. That's a sock, huh? Pretty fun stuff. Also, I got bit pretty freaking bad. My ankle is so swollen. Look at this guy. I like his colors. I gotta go explore the city. Hello from me and my wild, crazy bangs. But you love it, I love it. I know that about us. I'm in Central Park right now. I walked to the Dakota where John Lennon was shot. He lived there and then got shot outside. So I went there and that was like really cool to see actually. God rest his soul. I'm gonna go to the Moma, but first I'm gonna see if I can get vegan sushi at this place called Beyond Sushi. So I'm walking there. And then Moma. Today is like arts and culture day. I am just enjoying a very slow day in New York today. It's my last full day and I'm just not forcing myself to do anything or rushing to do anything. I'm just enjoying Central Park. Whoa. Also, that sushi I just ate was so good. Just thought I'd share that with you. Let's go see some art. Hang on, I'm busy. My bed is made. That's so great. That's a great thing about hotels. It's like, hey, they left the seat up. It's like I wish I came home to my house and sometimes the bed was made. Look at this amazing outfit. This really is great. Okay, let me flip my camera around and tell you all about my day. That is mascara because I saw a Lion King on Broadway and I cried during the opening scene. And I guess that has been on my face this whole time. Well, all I did was get dinner afterwards, but that's fine. It's my last night in New York. My last night in New York. I had a great time. I will be back someday. And I'm so happy I took myself on a vacation. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love New York too. I love myself and I love New York. That's it. That's the song. I just want to talk about my experience at the Moma today. So I went to the Moma, as you know, Modern Museum of Art, Moma. Mama went to Moma. And I saw some beautiful works. There's 4 floors technically of art. First floor, spent a lot of time on. Second floor, wish I would have skipped over, wasn't really my favorite. Third floor was really cool and had Jackson Pollock and Andy Warhol works, a couple of them throughout. So I spent a lot of time on that floor. The 5th floor, and I knew this, had Starry Night Van Gogh, but I was just like, I'll just get there when I get there. But looking back, and my advice to anyone maybe is to start from the top of the MoMA and then work your way down. I don't know if everyone would agree with that, but because of what happened to me today, that is what I would suggest to others, but also not really. So listen to my story and you can figure out how you would have navigated this art museum, I suppose. 4th floor, I saw the Pollocks, I saw the Andy Warhol, awesome. Saw many other beautiful works as well on that floor. The 5th and final floor, I get up to the top. It's like 5:15. I did not know when the MoMA closed because I didn't look that up, but I just didn't think about it. I was in my own world today. I slept in. The train was late getting into Manhattan. I just had like a very chill day. I got to the top of the museum, 5:15, 5th floor, security guard, very nice man, and he said that I have a sweet voice. Thank you. He was showing me how to get around. He showed me the map, and he told me a couple times, like, this is the best way to see the 5th floor. Well, he said, make sure you see the water lilies. And I was like Monet? And he was like, And he was like, and there's a Salvador Dali. So I started walking at 5:15 around the 5th floor. The speaker system goes off and it says that Moma's closing in 15 minutes. So I had 15 minutes to look at some of the most like precious art that we know of as humans. I'm just rushing around looking at all these Picassos. There were so many Picassos on the 5th floor. I saw Frida Kahlo. I did see one Salvador Dali thing that was like a shadow box. It wasn't the one the security guard was talking about, but I learned that when it was too late. I'll get into that in a second. I saw the water lilies by Monet. I literally saw that. But here's the thing about like going to art museums is that you go to look at these beautiful pieces of art, and so does everyone else, but everyone's just taking pictures and videos of these pieces of art and like selfies with them. And it's like, I get it. I was doing the same exact thing. But it's also like, we don't just like sit and enjoy art anymore. It's just like, let me take a picture of this so I can like look at it on a screen later. My friend told me, they were like, you should see the Mona Lisa one day. And I was like, well, it would really just be people taking selfies with the Mona Lisa. That is what I would be seeing, and people like taking pictures of the Mona Lisa, because we are the Mona Lisa now. We only want pictures of ourselves. But anyway, I'm by the water lilies by Monet with 3 other couples who are taking pictures and selfies, and I saw the security guard over there, and I looked at him like, I made it. And because he told me, he was like, once you get to the water lilies by Monet, you could just like breathe. I just rushed through that floor to make sure I got to the water lilies. And I knew Starry Night was there, but I hadn't seen it yet. So I go up to the security guard, sweet voice in full effect. And I was like, is the Starry Night up here? And he was like, yeah. And they were like closing at this point. So he was like just a little bit less helpful, a little bit less nice this time around. He was like, yeah, like trying to explain to me where it was. And he had already explained it to me. I'll give it to him. And then on the way out, I saw Starry Night. I saw Starry Night by Van Gogh in the flesh. And here's the thing, is like, yes, I was being rushed out of the museum by security guards, but I did get to see Starry Night by Van Gogh up close and personal by myself. And the only person there with me was the security guard, who was like right here. So I just snapped a pic of the painting because that was my instinct, because it was like, I'm in a hurry, but like, let me take a picture. I did look at the painting for like 5 seconds, not even like a minute, because really I was like being rushed out. The security guard, when I was by the Monet, he was like, because I told him, I was like, I did see one Salvador Dali, and I was talking about the shadow box, and he thought I was talking about the Persistence of Memory, which is like the melting clocks, like the most famous Dali painting, I think. And I wanted to see that so bad. And he was like, if you see the Persistence of Memory, you turn behind it and there's Starry Night. And I was like, okay, so I found Starry Night. But I was just so distracted by Starry Night that I just took the picture. The security guard was rushing me out. And then by the time I got to the escalator, I remembered, I was like, I didn't turn around to see the Persistence of Memory, which is like kind of ironic, because that whole painting is about how time is like a construct, and it really is kind of silly the way we like structure time, and time is like melting away on those in that painting. So it just shows that time escapes us, time melts away. It does when you're in the Moma trying to see the most classic pieces of art ever. So I was sad leaving the Moma. I was like, I didn't see the Persistence of Memory, but not appreciating that I saw so many works. I saw Picasso, I saw Jackson Pollock, I saw Andy Warhol, I saw Frida Kahlo, I saw Monet, I saw the water lilies by Monet, I saw Starry Night by Van Gogh, but I was like, didn't see Persistence of Memory. But I did see one work of Salvador Dali, so at least I did do that. In a way, I'm happy that I was getting rushed out of the museum because I was by myself with Starry Night. I know that if I would have went earlier in the day, it would have been crowded with people, everyone taking selfies with Starry Night. I would not have been able to get as close as I did get to Starry Night tonight if I wasn't being rushed out. So in a way, I'm like, I wish I had more time, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe it just worked out great. But I wish I could have stared at Starry Night for like at least 5 minutes, but there's no way those security guards would have let me. And then I wish I would have turned around and saw the persistence of memory. But what can you do? I assume that piece of work will be in the Moma for a while, so I can always come back and see it, or just look at pictures of it on Google. That's my story. Just the irony of not seeing the persistence of memory, which is like all about time. Like I ran out of time and I didn't see the painting. I do kind of think that that's beautiful in its own way. Saw Lion King on Broadway. Beautiful. Cried during the opening scene. They were singing the Circle of Life. You get to see all the animals. And I was so, like, I really, in that moment, I was like, wow, I'm in New York. Seeing the Lion King. I'm going to cry just thinking about it. But I love Lion King so much. And I've loved it ever since I was a kid. And I remember seeing the Lion King advertisement for Broadway, like, even when I was a kid. And I remember, like, seeing that picture in Times Square. They've like never changed that picture. It's always been like that little lion, this lion in Times Square. And like I remember seeing that image when I was a kid, and I've always loved Lion King so much, like, and I still do to this very day. So when they were singing Circle of Life and you saw the animals on Broadway, I'm emotional. Yeah, it was so beautiful. And I was like, wow, I really took myself to New York just to like show that I love myself and that I can do whatever I want. I did it. And yeah, I bought a water bottle. I don't even care. Oh, I guess I was gonna say that the people I sat next to at Lion King and Broadway were kind of annoying. The person to my right was this dad who was man-spreading. He was man-spreading like this. He was sitting like this in these tiny seats. And I had to like woman spread, which is this. It's making yourself smaller so the men can sit like that. So that happened. And then the lady to my left was this mom. And like, bless all moms, you know. And bless all dads too. Bless parents. But this mom to my left kept, I don't know if she's seen this show so many times or if she just has seen Lion King a lot. But she would like, every time there was like a punchline, she would like finish it before the actors did. She was one of those people. She just knew what the actors were gonna say, and a lot of it is like from the movie, but she would say it before the actor did, and it's like, dude, you're ruining the timing of this. But it's annoying. I don't like when people do that, especially like at a live event. Let them do the talking. I didn't pay to hear you perform. Oh, and guess what? I did see a rat. My hair is wild. I know that. This is it. I'm heading home. Well, I'm actually gonna go to this vegan diner that I want to go to, but I haven't gone to yet, so I'm gonna go with all my luggage. I don't even care. Goodbye, room. Thanks for keeping me safe in New York. something about New York. I would say not enough trees, not enough cats.